Hello and welcome to today's Partner Digital Series event, Increase Your Holiday Sales with Google Tools. This workshop is hosted by Grow with Google, a program that helps people grow their skills, careers, and businesses by offering free digital skills training and tools. I'm Stasia, the lead educator, and on behalf of the entire team, I'd like to thank everyone for attending. I'd also like to give a special shout out to our partners for sharing this event with their communities and hosting virtual viewing parties. And a big thanks to the Troy Chamber of Commerce and Reinventing Rural. At the end of the workshop, we'll answer some frequently asked questions. If you'd like to submit a question, type it into the Q&A section below this video player. Just click the blue button labeled Ask a Question. We will reply to as many as we can directly in that Q&A section during the live workshop. If you opted into using the chat, you can share comments with other attendees. The chat box is found directly to the right of the video player. Below that, you'll see the resources section. It includes links to additional information, including a copy of today's presentation and some handouts. Now, am I talking too fast for you? Don't worry, you'll be able to access a replay by clicking On Demand on the Grow with Google On Air homepage. You also have the option to turn on YouTube's closed captioning to follow along. To do so, click the closed captioning button found on the video player. Finally, don't forget to share this event on social media using the hashtag #GrowWithGoogle. Now let's get started. People are shopping earlier than ever. A global survey from June showed that 26% of shoppers had already started their holiday shopping. Wait, what? If your business has a product to sell, you want to make the most of this opportunity. Holiday shopping season is when people are looking for gifts for friends, family, colleagues, and clients. It's also when some people decide to splurge and treat themselves to something special. Did you know that on average, 60% of US shoppers used Google properties in the last 2 days for shopping? So if you think about it, that makes sense because every purchase starts with a moment of curiosity. And whenever, however, and wherever that curiosity sparks, your brand should be ready with a message. And Google can help show this message to potential customers right when they're ready to start spending. In this workshop, you'll learn about ways to use Google tools to increase your holiday sales for free, even if you don't have an e-commerce website or even a website at all. Today, we're going to explore how to use a Google business profile to share holiday shopping information and to help people discover your products. We'll talk about how to list your products on Google even if you don't have an e-commerce website. I'll show you how to set yourself up for success online. And finally, I'll give you some additional resources to help you find detailed information for specific situations. Before we go any further, I'd like to know more about your business. So please type in the chat or the Q&A box if you do business out of a brick and mortar store, if you sell products online, or both. Whether you have a brick and mortar store or an e-commerce business, or you're omni-channel, meaning that you sell both in-store and online, what you learn today can help you turn curious holiday shoppers into paying customers. Now that you've told me what kind of business you have, let's take this a step further. If you could tell consumers 3 things about your business this holiday season, what would they be? So here's another way to think about it. When your business appears online, it's an opportunity to share a message. So what is that message? Here are some ideas. You could promote a deal. You could promote holiday gift sets or in-stock, in-store inventory, gift wrapping service, in-store pickup options, extended shopping hours, holiday delivery deadlines, shipping and return policies. I mean, the list goes on. So I want you to take a minute and list three messages that you would share. Now, let's take a look at how Google can help you share these messages online at no cost. Let's start with one of my favorites, a Google business profile. Did you know that more than half of US consumers with plans to shop for the holidays say that they will shop more at local small businesses? If that describes your business, a Google business profile can help you be discovered online. I always like to talk about real businesses. So today I'm going to introduce a business called Woodward Throwbacks in Hamtramck, Michigan. The owners, Bo Shepard and Kyle Doobie, got started by furnishing their own apartments with roadside cast-offs that they found littering the streets of Detroit. Scouting the materials as they were cycling around the city, they would gather the wood, metal, signage, and similar items and transform them into tables and cabinets and other home goods. Bo and Kyle had a great idea at the right time, and it didn't take long before their interest in salvage creation turned into a business focused on sustainability. And what started as a one-car garage operation grew into a business with a 24,000 square foot facility. Their talent and Google tools like a business profile helped them get there. So how did they do that? Let's take a look. The image on this slide shows the Woodward Throwbacks business profile on a mobile device. It includes photos of their store and products, their address and directions, a phone number, a star rating with links to customer reviews, and more. If you've ever searched Google for a specific business, you've probably seen a business profile. On a desktop or a laptop computer, this information usually displays in a box on the right-hand side of the search results page. A business profile offers a capsule look at key information about the business, but it can do more. You can use it to highlight special holiday hours. You can share updates and product offers and promote events. You can highlight products that are available in your store and on your website. And if you use a point of sale system, I'm going to show you another cool way to do that today. You can read and respond to customer reviews and more. Information from a business profile also appears on Google Maps. Let's say a person in the Detroit area wanted to find a unique housewarming gift for a family member. They, like more than 2/3 of US shoppers, believe that it's important to support local businesses. So they start with a Google search, looking for furniture stores nearby. At the top of the page, they might see a map highlighting potential stores, or maybe they started their search directly on Google Maps. Either way, they might see Woodward Throwbacks on the list. Along with the business name, they would see store location information pinned on the map, plus all of the key information I mentioned on the previous slide. The business profile, which can be set up at no cost, gives shoppers the information needed to take a step further in their shopping journeys. As Bo from Woodward Throwbacks noted, they've been amazed by the number of visits their site gets through their business profile. Google search data reflects this trend. Searches containing the words "near me in stock" have grown in the US by more than 90% year over year. As a business owner, you can use a Google business profile to connect with these potential customers. Google Business Profiles are available for businesses with physical locations that are open to customers, as well as businesses that provide services in a local area. If you haven't yet created a business profile, start by visiting google.com/business. If you already have a Google account, you can click Sign In. Let me show you a quick demo using Woodward throwbacks as an example.
I'm going to show you how to create a Google business profile using Woodward throwbacks as an example. Now, they already have a business profile, so I'm just going to walk you through the steps to show you what they did. Start at google.com/business. Click Sign In at the top right corner and sign in with your Google account. You will enter your legal business name and a category for your business. Now, don't get held up with the category. You can change this later. Click Next. If you have a location that customers can visit, click Yes. If you are a local services provider or a home-based business, you can click No and enter a service area instead. Woodward Throwbacks has a store, so I am going to enter their business address as it should appear on Google Maps. P.O. boxes are not allowed. A phone number is required. A website URL is optional. Click Next. Now you will be asked to verify the business. You may see different options. During this demo, I see the option to verify via phone call or text message. Like I said, this is just a demo, so I'm not going to verify. Instead, I will click Verify Later. You may see prompts like these, encouraging you to add business details like hours of operation, enabling features like messaging, adding a business description, uploading photos, or trying Google Ads. The information you added will not be published until verification is complete. You can verify your business later by searching for it on Google and clicking the Get Verified button or visiting google.com/business. Now, let's assume verification is complete and see how to make edits.
Once you have created or claimed your business profile, you and anyone authorized as a manager can edit and update business info directly on a Google search results page or via the Google Maps app. You must be signed into the Google account that manages that business profile. To make updates, do a Google search for your business name. You should see your business appear with buttons that allow you to edit different categories of information. The buttons are labeled Edit Profile, Promote, and Customers. Let's take a closer look. Clicking the Edit Profile button lets you access and update basic information like a business description and your hours of operation. This is also where you can add products, services, photos, videos, and more. You can help your business profile stand out by selecting attributes that apply to your business. Attributes highlight details about your business, and some actually include images to help them stand out more, like Asian-owned, Black-owned, Latino-owned, LGBTQ+ owned, veteran-owned, and women-owned. Not only do these images signal pride in your identity, but they can attract shoppers who make an effort to support those communities. You should check your business profile to see what attributes are available for your business, like wheelchair accessibility, payment types accepted, and more. This slide shows how to add attributes to your business profile from a Google search results page. You will click the Edit Profile button and select Business Information. The available attributes can be found in the section labeled More. Google regularly adds attributes, so it's worth taking a look at this list periodically to see if any updates apply to you. Let's say a shopper needs to buy a last minute gift. Maybe they want to swing by after work tonight or in the morning before work tomorrow. Or maybe Sunday afternoon is their only window of shopping opportunity. So one likely question will be, is your store open? In fact, searches for store open have grown more than 400% in the last year. A business profile lets shoppers know if the store is open or closed, listing your regular hours of operation as well as holiday shopping hours. Setting up your regular business hours is pretty straightforward. Again, we're managing the business profile from a Google search results page. When you are in the business information section, select hours. Hover your cursor over the area you want to manage until you see a pencil icon. Clicking on that will allow you to make edits. If your business has set hours of operation, select Open with Main Hours. Now, check the boxes next to each day that your business is open and use the drop-down to select the hours. And when you're done, click Save. If you set regular hours, you can then access another section, which is labeled Add More Hours. This allows you to layer timeframes on top of your regular hours to highlight specific services. So, for example, a restaurant might want to highlight their happy hours, or a pharmacy could highlight when the drive-through window is open. We're focusing on holiday shopping season in this workshop, so let's talk about setting up holiday hours. Maybe you're staying open later to accommodate people who need to shop after work. Or maybe your business is closed on Thanksgiving, but opening at 5 a.m. on Black Friday. Open, closed, or special hours, you want people to know what's happening at your store. Here's how to set up holiday hours in your business profile. Starting from the search results page, click the Edit Profile button, then Business Information, then Hours. Scroll down past the Regular Hours section to a separate section labeled Holiday Hours. And now you can add the special dates to let customers know if you're open or closed. Click Save and you're all set. It's no surprise that shoppers are often looking for deals, especially during the holidays. 70% of shoppers in a survey said that deals, discounts, and special promotions make a difference when they choose where to shop. Remember at the very beginning of this workshop when I asked you to brainstorm 3 messages that you want to communicate to holiday shoppers? The next feature, called Posts, can help you do that and highlight holiday deals and promotions. You can use posts to highlight important information for these holiday shoppers, like the special offers or in-store events, new products, etc. This slide shows 2 posts from Woodward Throwbacks about updated showroom hours and an offer for free shipping on reclaimed serving boards. They've also used posts in the past to announce events, including a holiday event called the Hamtramck Open Market. It offers local artisan goods, vintage wares, antiques, music, food, and drinks, and you can personally count me in for any event that promotes the punchkis. These posts can surface on both Google Search and Maps under Updates or From the Owner. To publish a post, start by viewing your business profile on a Google search results page and click the Promote button. From here, choose the type of post you want to create: update, offer, or event. Follow the prompts to enter and add details to your post, including an eye-catching photo. You can click the Preview button to see how it will look for shoppers and to correct any mistakes before publishing. And once you're satisfied, click the Post button to send it live. Another important feature of your business profile that you want to pay attention to is customer reviews. People are searching for shopping epiphanies. 64% of US holiday shoppers using Google said that they did so for discovery and inspiration. And customer reviews can be an important influence on their purchase decisions. Reviews can help you, the business owner, by offering insight into how customers feel about your business. It can even help you identify areas for improvement. You can read and respond to customer reviews by clicking the Customers button on the Google search results page. This section also offers links to other features like call history, messages, and a public Q&A section. Let's take a minute and talk about responding to reviews. It's pretty easy to respond when people leave a glowing comment about your business, but for many businesses, responding to bad reviews is tricky. First of all, it's not a catastrophe if someone gives you less than 5 stars. Every business may get an occasional negative review, even for reasons that were out of your control. If this happens to you, it's only natural that you might feel defensive or even infuriated, depending on what they wrote. Still, you should pause, take a breath, and write a considered response. Here are some tips to help. First, keep your responses short and sweet, very polite and professional, and try to respond to reviews as quickly as possible. If someone does leave a negative review, try to address it constructively. Maybe you need to explain a policy, or you want to encourage the customer to contact you privately to resolve the issue. And if that does happen, and the customer does contact you and the issue is resolved, you could consider asking them to modify or even remove the negative review. Remember, a good review is worthy of a response as well. It lets people know that you're listening to them. You can thank people for positive feedback, but just resist the temptation to use your responses as advertisements for more products or services. Positive customer reviews builds credibility and trust, and the more you have, the better. So what's the best way to get more of them? Just ask for them. If you hop over to the Promote button, you'll see a separate feature labeled Ask for Reviews. If it gives you the option to ask for reviews via email or social media, plus a link that you can share anywhere that you like. Here's a pro tip. You can copy that link and include it in when you're emailing a happy customer. So if they've had a good experience with your business, they may be willing to take a few minutes and let other people know about you. Okay, now let's talk about showing off your products. Highlighting products on your business profile can encourage potential customers to learn more about them. Remember, people that see your business profile they've already shown some level of interest based on how they actually searched on Google. And showing a variety of attractive product images can pique their interest even more. Many people start shopping early, months before the holidays, looking for gift ideas and inspiration and building gift lists. And even if you don't have an e-commerce website, you can give shoppers a feel for the products that they can buy when they visit your brick and mortar store. Here's how to set up your products for the first time. Go to the Edit Profile section, click on Products, then Get Started. You'll be prompted to enter information like the product name, a category, a photo, the price or price range, a description, and an optional button if you want to link to a page on your website. By the way, take a look at the message Woodward Throwbacks sees when starting this process. It says 64,466 potential customers viewed your business on Google last month. Showcase products to them for no charge. So if you think about it, an opportunity to showcase products more than 64,000 times at no cost is pretty good motivation to go ahead and take some time to add some products. So now here's a really nifty tool that we've never before discussed in a Partner Digital Series workshop. It's a free tool called Pointy. Pointy will work for those of you out there who have brick and mortar retail stores. And in a nutshell, this tool offers retailers a way to add in-store products to Google with no manual data entry. This is how it works. You will use Pointy to connect your point of sale system to Google. So if you use a system like Clover, Square, or Lightspeed, you can download the Pointy app to add your products to Google. Alternatively, you can order a free device called a Pointy Box, and that plugs in between your barcode scanner and the point of sale system. Scan your products as you sell them, and as you do that, the products are added to the Google Business Profile in a section labeled See What's in Store. Now, nearby searchers can see what you have to offer and check stock availability. These products can also surface on Google Search, Maps, and Shopping. You can use Pointy if you have a physical store that customers can visit and your products carry UPC EAN barcodes that you scan at the register. Pointy is currently available for businesses in the United States, Canada, the UK, and Ireland. If you'd like to learn more or get started, visit pointy.withgoogle.com. Okay, that's a lot to take in, right? But now you know some of the ways your Google Business Profile can help you reach more holiday shoppers at no cost. Your first impression with these shoppers may well be your Google Business Profile, so load it up and show off your stuff. Now let's switch gears and move on to another way to show your products on Google using a free tool called Merchant Center. Merchant Center lets you manage how your in-store and online product inventory appears on Google. When you set up an account with Merchant Center, you have taken the first step toward reaching hundreds of millions of people who are making shopping-related searches on Google. With Merchant Center, you can manage the images, pricing, and descriptions of your products. Plus, you can note which products are in stock, limited stock, or out of stock. Products from Merchant Center are eligible to appear in Google search results. It can show some or all of the information that you enter for products in varying placements and formats. In the example shown on this slide, the product information for a Woodward Throwbacks salvaged classroom door appears in Google search results. You can see product details like the dimensions, pricing, a delivery time frame, and confirmation that the product is in stock. By the way, sometimes you will see a row of products appearing above or on the side of the search results. These are shopping ads, and they also use information from Merchant Center. However, these are separate paid placements. Now, look at the top of the search results page, and you'll see a tab that's labeled Shopping. People who click on the Shopping tab see a page of results too, but these are products that are available to purchase. These results are called free listings. Shoppers can filter these results by price, product rating, seller, and more. Clicking on the product shows more information, as you can see with the Woodward Throwbacks salvaged classroom door on this slide. Right next to the shopping results, you'll find the images results. The images can be pulled from various websites and are not necessarily products for sale, but if the image does represent an item that's available to purchase, it will include a label shaped like a price tag. It's called a product annotation, and it means that clicking it can offer a path to purchase. Shoppers may use the images results early in that shopping stage to help them find inspiration, to hone in on what products they want to buy. So for example, someone looking for an interesting door might start with searches like vintage doors or rustic doors, antique doors, or salvage doors. And if they like something marked with the product label, that product annotation, like the salvaged classroom door on this slide, they can click through to learn more about purchasing it. Here's a high-level overview of how Google Merchant Center works. You'll start by creating a free account. If you already use Google Ads for your business, be sure to sign up for Merchant Center using the same Google account, which is the email address that you use for Google Ads. Next, you'll upload images and information on your products. Once you create your account and you upload those products, they're eligible to surface across Google, like the search results, shopping results, and image results that I just showed you. And like I said, that is a really brief overview of the setup process. To help you get started, you can actually access an onboarding guide at g.co/merchant center setup. As a quick side note, if you use Pointy, the tool that I mentioned a few minutes ago, it will automatically set up a Merchant Center account and create local product feeds for you. And some e-commerce platforms offer automatic integration with Merchant Center. I'll cover that more in just a bit. One thing to consider when you set up a Merchant Center account, you must choose where customers go through the checkout process. If you have an e-commerce website, you can direct customers directly to that site where they can complete the purchase. If you're a brick and mortar store, you can show your products and encourage customers to come into the store and buy them. And there's a third option available for some US businesses, a no-cost checkout service that allows people to buy products on Google. It's called, can you guess? Buy on Google. This service allows you to showcase your in-store inventory in Google shopping results and then use Google to help facilitate an online sale. You will still need to use other services like payment processing and inventory and order management. You can change any of these checkout options in your account at any time. If you're working directly in Merchant Center, you can add products in two ways. The first is adding products manually. If you've just a handful, this is probably the easiest route. But if you have a large inventory that you want to upload, it's going to be a lot more efficient to create a product feed. If you're not sure where to start, Merchant Center has a template that you can use, and that onboarding guide that we shared earlier can help you get started with this. Now, if you use an e-commerce system that integrates with Merchant Center, this step may already be covered. Some e-commerce platforms automatically integrate with Merchant Center, creating the account and the product feed. I'm not recommending any e-commerce solutions over another, but some providers that are integrated include Shopify, BigCommerce, WooCommerce, and GoDaddy. If you're using a different e-commerce platform, check with its support website to see if they also partner with Google Merchant Center. The Merchant Center onboarding guide will walk you through the specific requirements like promoting only products available for direct purchase, providing a secure checkout process and collecting user information responsibly and securely, and publishing a return and refund policy. There are a few more guidelines about policies, website requirements, your product feed, and more. The onboarding guide and the Merchant Center Help Center can help you learn more that you need to help you get started with this. Okay, I hope you have some ideas for promoting your products and your brand to holiday shoppers for free. But once you've taken the steps to attract new potential customers, you want to make sure that you've set yourself up for sales success. So let's look at 3 important tips that can help. Tip number 1, get your web presence up to date right now. People start shopping for the holidays early, and you don't want to have to scramble to be ready for them. This includes the Google Business Profile that we discussed earlier, but it also extends to every place where your brand appears online, including social media. Get into the habit of reviewing all of the places where you show up online and keeping them all on message for the holiday sales push. Want another interesting statistic? 72% of American shoppers said that they're more likely to shop at stores where they can check if a product is in stock. To encourage these shoppers to visit your store, let them know online when new merchandise arrives and give them a heads up if an item is out of stock. This is especially important during the holiday shopping season. More than half of US consumers planning to do holiday shopping say that they're going to confirm online that an item is in stock before going to buy it. Set yourself up for seasonal success by using sales and promotions to drive demand at off-peak times, to publish your products and your holiday deals sooner, and to highlight shipping and return offerings to attract holiday shoppers early. One of the best things about doing holiday shopping online is that you can avoid long lines at the cash register. So here is tip number 2. Find ways to make the checkout process easier. Maybe you can streamline your online checkout, making it faster and easier for customers to complete the transaction. Or maybe you can offer customers more options to buy your products, like adding digital wallets such as Google Pay and PayPal. Maybe you can simply make it easier for customers to find your most popular products on your website, which can help them get to the checkout stage even faster. And tip number 3, never forget to optimize for mobile. In fact, let's try to flip that thinking. Rather than optimizing for mobile, think mobile first. It's important to check, does your website look good when you pull it up on a smartphone? Even more important, is it easy to navigate and use on that mobile device? If you want help improving your mobile site, check out the mobile-friendly test. This free Google tool tests how easily a visitor can use your page on a mobile device. Just enter a page URL to see how the page scores. This test integrates with another free Google tool called Search Console, but you don't have to use Search Console to access the mobile-friendly test. Try it out. You get to it at g.co/mobile-friendly. One little caveat, some of the recommendations are technical, so you may want to ask your website developer for help. Who knew that there were so many free ways to tell holiday shoppers about your business and your products? Let's recap, and I'll point out a few last resources. Here's your holiday online marketing checklist. First, create or claim your Google business profile if you haven't already done so. Then load it up with information, photos and videos, posts to promote promotions, events, and updates, and to read and respond to customer reviews. And don't forget to add your holiday shopping hours. If you're a brick and mortar store with a point of sale system, consider trying Pointy to add your product to Google for free without additional manual entry. And whether you sell in-store, online, or both, create a Merchant Center account to show your products across Google. If you use an e-commerce platform, check to see if they offer automatic integration with Merchant Center. The setup might already be done for you. These suggestions can help people, shoppers, get to your site. But once they arrive, make sure that they can complete a purchase without a hassle. The quicker and easier it is to complete the sale, the more likely it is to happen. And last but not least, don't forget to optimize for mobile. Instead, think mobile first. I wish I had time to thank every Grow with Google partner out there watching today's workshop. We truly appreciate your work supporting small businesses in your communities. 3 partner organizations offered some additional tips for today's workshop. First, from the National Area Hispanic Chamber of Commerce. When visiting a city, people want to know where the restaurants are. Make sure you can be found on Google search and that your business is accurately listed, and offer online orders and reservations. Next, from America's SBDC, California, San Diego, and Imperial Network. Make it easy for customers to act on your holiday promotions. How can you give them the easiest to digest message, plus the easiest way to get their hands on your product? The simpler, the better. And finally, from Moreno Valley Business and Employment Resource Center, showcase what makes your business special. Show off your product line, your amazing team members, and how you give back to the community. Add photos and short videos to engage customers. You can also check out the Partner Tips handout, which is in the Resources section, for more tips. If you enjoy video lessons, you can also subscribe to the Grow with Google YouTube channel at youtube.com/growwithgoogle. The channel publishes a new video every Thursday, covering topics that can help you grow your skills, careers, and businesses. Google for Small Business was created to help people figure out which Google products would be most useful for their businesses. It includes guides on different tools that you can use to help your business grow, along with educational lessons and guidance based on how your business operates. You can check out the recently launched Holiday Hub, a section of the website focused on getting your business and your products online for free in time for the holiday rush. It builds on the topics that we covered today, and you can access it at g.co/smallbusiness. If you're looking to start a new career and land a competitively paid job, or to build skills to grow in your own career, check out the Google Career Certificates. Google Career Certificates can give you a path to in-demand jobs with top employers that are currently hiring. You can earn a certificate and prepare for a new career in a high-growth field in under 6 months, even if you don't have relevant experience. You learn at your own pace and complete the online program on your own terms. Certificates are available for IT support, project management, user experience, UX design, data analytics, and digital marketing and e-commerce. You would get started at grow.google/certificates. Also, U.S. businesses can get up to 500 scholarships each for Google Career Certificates to train their employees. These scholarships are worth up to $100,000 in workforce training per American company. Here's the fine print. U.S. businesses are eligible to receive up to 500 scholarships for Google Career Certificates on Coursera, valid through December 18th, 2024. Eligibility and the number of licenses granted are subject to application, business verification, and approval by Coursera. If you want to apply for that, you go to grow.google/certificates for business. Grow with Google is an initiative to help people prepare for work, find jobs, and grow their businesses. Job seekers can grow their skills in order to find new jobs and advance their careers. Teachers can learn how to put the latest technology to work inside and outside of the classroom. Small business owners can build their online presence to find new customers. Startups can learn how to get their ideas and the exposure that they need to succeed. And developers can sharpen their current skills and master new ones. If you want to learn more about the program, visit google.com/grow. Okay, everybody take 1 minute. Think about today's workshop and all of the things that we talked about. Can you write down at least one thing that you're going to do next, the start of your action plan? And if you'd like to share it, please type it into the chat box or the Q&A box on the screen. Okay, that wraps up the presentation portion of today's workshop. Now, just give us a few moments to pass it over to Israel, and he is going to answer some of the questions that you submitted during the workshop.
Hi, everyone. It's Israel Sarna, and we're excited to answer a few of the questions you've been asking throughout the presentation, which we received quite a few of them. So remember, if we don't get to all of your questions today, you can always go to the Grow with Google on Air page below the virtual event shortly after the event concludes and see the answers to the questions there. So let's start with our first question, which is coming from Leo. And Leo's question says, I can't get my mail at my address. How do I get my business profile verified? Well, if your business has a PO box or can't get mail at your address, check to see if your options or if you have the option via phone call. If you don't see that option, you can always go to the support page to get support directly through there. Great question, Leo. Let's move on to the second question, which comes from Caitlin. Caitlin asks, can you create a business profile if you're an online business? This is a reoccurring question we get. And the answer is, to qualify for a business profile on Google, a business must make in-person contact with customers during its stated hours. So online only businesses aren't eligible for business profiles. Thank you for that question, Caitlin. Let's move on to the third question, which is coming from Andre. Andre asks, we create detailed how-to videos that would be really good content for our business profile. Can I add them to my business profile? The short answer, Andre, is yes. If the video is 30 seconds or less, if your video is longer than that, then we're going to recommend that you take that video to perhaps a YouTube channel and publish them there instead. Remember, videos that are 30 seconds are allowed to be featured and uploaded on your business profile. Great question, Andre. Let's move on to the next question, which is from Jocelyn. And Jocelyn asks, do you have to have your number visible on the listing? Can you just list your website if you're an online-only e-commerce business? Well, Jocelyn, online-only e-commerce businesses are not eligible for business profiles. To qualify for a business profile on Google, a business must make in-person contact with customers, as we previously mentioned. For eligible businesses, a phone number or website is needed as a form of contact for businesses, but you do not need both. You can use a Google Merchant Center to help your products appear across Google as well. Thank you, Jocelyn, for that question. All right, let's move on to Kit's question. So Kit is asking, is a Google business profile the same thing as Google My Business? Do I need to make both? They are the same thing, Kit. Google My Business had a name change earlier, and now it's called Google Business Profiles. So you don't need to make anything new if you already have one. Okay, it was just a name change. Great question, Kit. All right, let's move on to Sarah's question. Sarah's asking, can I see my business profile stats in Google Analytics? The answer is no, because Google Analytics shows activity on your website or app. To see reports for your business profile, we recommend that you take a look at the built-in Insights report, which is located within your Google business profiles. These reports show you how your business information surfaces on Google and how people interact with your information on your business profiles. So as a business owner, I think it's important for us to regularly go in to monitor the Insights tab to see how well our business profiles are working. Okay, great question, Sarah. Let's move on to a question from Catherine. Catherine is asking, how can I choose the main picture I want my profile to have? And this is referencing the business profiles. So Catherine, you can set a preference for the main picture called the cover photo, the best that best represents your business. So this doesn't always guarantee that the cover photo will show up as a first image for your business, but it's a method to show Google system your preference for which photo you want to display. All right, moving on to Dan's question. Dan is asking, what if I work out of my home? There's a lot of at-home businesses or people who operate their business out of their home. So this is a great question as well. And the answer is that home-based businesses are eligible to have a business profile. The only difference is that when you do set up your profile, you're going to set it so that Google hides your address. And instead, you're going to show an area of service. And you can get pretty detailed with the business profile by letting Google know the areas that you covered through zip codes, counties, cities. So the answer to that question is you can have a business profile. The only difference is you won't have an address listed and instead show an area of service that you cover. Thank you for that question, Catherine. Dan, I'm sorry, that question was from Dan. All right, let's move on to Wyatt's question. Wyatt is asking, what if I work in a co-working office space, which is really common these days for people to go to a co-working space. So the answer to your question, Wyatt, is businesses can list an office at a co-working space. Can't list an office at a co-working space unless that office maintains clear signage, receives customers at the location during business hours, and it is staffed during business hours by your own business staff. Okay, so again, let me repeat that answer. So businesses who have a co-working space can't list an office at a co-working space unless that office maintains clear signage, receives customers at the location during business hours, and is staffed during business hours by your own business staff. Thank you for that. Let's move on to Elisa's question. Elisa asks, can I use photos or videos in my business post? Yes, you can. Posts can include text, photos, or videos to promote your business profile. Make sure it's a good quality photo and does not include any regulated goods or services. So just keep that in mind. Thank you, Elisa. Let's move on to Dallas's question. So Dallas says, I'm a little confused. What is the difference between selling products on Google Merchant Center and my e-commerce website? Okay, Dallas, let's clarify for you. These are two separate things. An e-commerce website is your website that you maintain, found at your URL, correct? So you might use a platform like Shopify, WooCommerce, Wix, for example. Google Merchant Center is a separate Google product that lets you list your products on Google properties like Google Shopping. Some platforms do integrate with Google Merchant Center where you can use your e-commerce store to add products to Google Merchant Center automatically. But you can create a standalone Google Merchant Center account as well, okay? All right. So this wraps up our Q&A for today. Thank you all for joining us for Increase Your Holiday Sales with Google Tools. Hopefully everyone enjoyed or learned something new from today's presentation. You can find all of our follow-up resources on the same page you're watching in the Resources tab, which Stasia pointed to us earlier today, which is the tab below the video player. And you can also access the recording of today's session by clicking on demand at g.co/grow-on-air. Again, you can watch the recording on demand at g.co/grow-on-air. We'll also be sending a follow-up email with a survey for you to fill out regarding your experience in the virtual workshop today. It's really important to get feedback so we can quickly improve these sessions and offer content that is most helpful for you and our learners. Okay, so thanks for joining Grow with Google today. We hope to see you next time.